share that screen on the recording, you see? Then my mentors will know I'm actually reading it rather than memorizing it. Hi, good
All right.
afternoon. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Very good
Okay,
afternoon.
wonderful. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to this beautiful coaching call. I would just like to share with you if you received some of the materials that we sent you this afternoon earlier. You would have seen that one of the big projects that we are actually handling right now, it's called the manifestation breakthrough. Do you have that material in front of you?
Yeah, I absolutely have that material with me. Yeah.
Very good. So basically, that is one of the many projects that we are having right now, and it is basically a 90 days program, which we want basically to see if you will be suitable, and if you have any interest in helping a lot of other people around the world. Because this project is by one of our leading lady specialists who has gone through a lot of challenges in her own life, and she is now willing to help a lot of other people. And it gives you basically half the population of the world. That's basically 4 billion people who are potential clients should you be able to work with us on this project. So take a few minutes to just read aloud the manifesting breakthrough, and then share with us what kind of experience you have in the past that can add value to this project.
Sure, definitely. I had gone through that, and I feel it's a wonderful project and it's a wonderful initiative that you have taken. I feel the manifestation breakthrough, it's 90 days divine. It's a program where you can have abundance, and you can enjoy, you can manifest the power of the power of how you can remove the obstacle in your life, and how can you live the passionful life. It helps you to take charge of your destiny and embrace your power and become the best version of yourself. it's this is a program where you can learn how you can attract the money, different ways. Like, people think that it's very hard to earn money, but it's not hard. It's your mindset that makes you poor. It's not difficult to make money. It's how you manifest yourself. It's become your reality, right? It's completely on how
Right.
you perceive things from the people, how you perceive things from your past. The perception what you had carried become your reality. I had r- I had
Wow.
I had read something like, what you believe will become your reality soon. So it's about your belief about something. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's a coaching about your mindset, how to break how to break that stereotypical, how to break that mindset, and how to develop a new mindset to attract money in your life, to attract abundance, prosperity, love in your life. So money, see, there are different aspects have been explained in this program, like good debt, when you borrow money to make an investment that makes money down the line. There is a difference between good debt and a bad debt. And
Very good.
yeah, there are different like how money flow in your life. Like, money is like a speed. If you attract more money, it will make more money related decision quickly without compromising the quality of execution that you do with consistency. That's very important. And people think people are very lazy. They want that lifestyle, they want to be millionaire. People don't want to work for it. People people dreamt big, but they are not willing to work. People are lazy. They feel that people don't want to people want to be rich because they want that lifestyle of rich. They don't want to work to be rich. That's the poor mindsets which lack the abundance in your life. So there are different
Mhm.
things we have taught, and their advice, like how there's a difference between the poor mindset and the rich mindset. So this will explain in the coaching program, which clearly help you to remove the obstacle what you have faced, which lacking you to earn money in your life, which helps you to get more abundance and more prosperity in your life. So that's about the program, and it's a very wonderful manifestation go through. It's a 90 days program which makes your mindset completely, which gives you a 360 degree dynamite shift to your mindset, and which help you to become the best version of yourself by working on yourself, By changing the mindset itself, you can change your life. That's the most important thing which will taught you in this coaching program. So yeah, that's
Wow.
about it.
Wow, I like what you said because you were speaking about what the mind perceives the body can achieve. Is that what I understand from a little summary of everything you were sharing with me?
Yeah, that's the exactly point I want to share.
I see. So basically, in this, we call it either the 90 days or 88 days manifesting breakthrough. Is it only about money that I'm going to able to have more of, or other areas of our life that you think you will also be helping us to develop?
See, we can help you to work on your other areas as well. See, there are four areas in life. There is the
Okay,
finance, there is the relationship, there is the success, and there's the spirituality. There are four areas. We cover
I'm
all
sorry, I
four.
missed the third one. Would you like to say the third one again? Your voice was breaking up.
Yeah, I was about to say that money, relation, spirituality, these are the areas of our life.
Okay,
Work on all these areas. We work on your wealth mindset, we work on your relationship, we work on your spirituality, how to be, how you can earn and accumulate that wealth, and how you can help with that wealth to serve to the society. Because whatever we earn, we whatever if we serve to the society, it will com it will compound and it will come to you back. That's the universe, that's the power of universe. Whatever we send, the vibration we are sending, it will be compounding, it will be double, and it will return back to you. That's the power of manifestation. So we help you to to better in all these areas apart from the money mindset. We shift your mindset, how you can be better in your relationship, how can you be better with the spirituality. So we'll help you to reach all these areas. We help you to grow in all these areas of your life as well, apart from money.
beautiful. I like that. I like that a lot. Very good. Now, just share some of the potential kind of people you think will be good clients who can benefit from these kind of changes in the next 88 to 90 days.
I feel the
Who do you think the
potential,
target market?
the target market according to me is the people who are struggling in their life. They are earning money, but they have a very bad relationship with money. They're struggling to save money in their life. They are struggling. They're struggling. It's not about how much money you earn. It's about right investment. It's about right attitude towards money. So these are the potential clients. The people, apart from that, the people who are struggling, who are the people who are on the verge of their divorce, the people who are struggling with their personal relationship, the people who don't, who are lost, who are depressed. They are our potential clients. The people who don't know what's going on there with their life, they don't know what to do their life. This help them to show the right path. That help them to get out of depression and everything.
Yes.
So these are the potential customers who are
I,
suffering.
I, I laughed just because you were mentioning a lot about the emotions of depression and all, and it's not something to laugh about, but it made me laugh because the way you have just shared, it seems like everybody is a potential client.
Yeah, because this is a very broad niche. Everyone, no one is happy. Everyone is lacking in their particular areas. Some people are lacking in relationships. Some people are lacking in money. Some people are not spiritually awakened. So it's according to that we have to target what factor they are lacking, and we have to improve that area of that people. Everyone is lacking at some point in their life.
That's right. So
So we
basically,
can,
we fill in those gaps.
yeah, we have to fill that gaps, and we have to help the client to recover on that area, whether a
Oh,
relationship, whether it's money, whether it's abundance, whether it's spirituality. We'll have to work
beautiful.
on that area. Exactly.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So my next question would come in is that do you have any past experience of doing something similar or maybe something different that can help us to attract those clients and then be able to serve them? So maybe if you can take a few minutes to tell us some of the skills, the knowledge, the talents that you may have, gathered in the past that can be very useful if you join us to do this project. Would you like to share that, please?
Definitely. In the past, I worked as a certified NLP coach. I had the certification of NLP. I worked as a LOA. I had already taken the coaching of LOA, Law of Attraction, and I had taken the coaching. I know, like, I'm biggest fan of Anthony Robbins, like a very well known. So I know like how it's important to change your mindset. So I'm very focused. I'm a very spiritual person and I'm a very grounded person. So I've taken a lot of coaching about spirituality, how it works, how it helps the people to get the better version of yourself. I'd also work in the Mumbai community where we help the people. We help the people through the public speaking. We help the people through to change their mindset, to clear their thoughts, and I also help people through my healing techniques. I'm a Reiki healer as well, so I work as a healer in the past. So these are my
Right.
achievements, what I've achieved in the past. Yeah.
Okay, that was a very good list. May I humbly suggest after this call, if you can just type out that list of, the qualifications or the training facilitations that you have been trained in or the modalities that you're equipped with. If I remember correctly, you mentioned NLP, you mentioned law of attraction, you mentioned Reiki, you also mentioned, help me fill in the gaps where I'm, not recalling some of your talents. What else did you mention that you have done? Tony
Right,
Robbins was another thing you mentioned about being a fan of him. Am I right?
right, exactly. Tony Robbins. I love Alex Armozy. I love Grant Cardone. I love Dan Locke. These are the people who really inspire me
Have
every
you
day.
gone for their courses personally in physical form, or have you been listening to them on YouTube and reading their books, or both?
Listening them on the YouTube. I have taken their personal coaching, but I have not taken their uh like I had not went for their personal coaching, but I had their courses. I have taken their courses as well. I have the post courses of Dan Locke, high ticket
I
closing.
see.
I had
Oh,
taken
you
the
have
course.
done.
Yeah, I had taken the courses of Grant Cardone. I had taken the courses of Russell Brunson. So I know all
Okay.
these people. Yeah.
Okay. When you mentioned the high ticket closing, sorry, I'm jumping to that topic because it's very relevant for the line of work that we are doing. Do you also have good experience in appointment setting and both high ticket closing skills or one or the other?
See, I work in a sales field in my previous company where we have to book the appointment. Where we have to get there are the inbound leads where we have to set an appointment for the client. We have to set a Zoom appointment, and that Zoom appointment client will come. And after that, we have to pitch the product. Basically, I work in the market research product. I work in the import export data research a company where we have to pitch the product. Like, we provide the data, we have the relevant data, like to the exporter and importer who are willing to export or import, or who are doing import or export from last 10 or 15 years. So we pitch our product, like we pitch the data, like we have this country's data and we'll get the relevant buyer and relevant supplier. So we help them to find their potential customer, and we help them to find demanding countries where the product is more demanding. So we have to pitch the product and we have to close the client as well. So I done the appointment part, and I had done the closing part as well. Both I had done in my previous company.
Very good. You mentioned you have done both, so that's going to be very good because then, I mean, I guess you are flexible and we can deploy you on both sides of the business. But the next question would come is what is the typical average size and the highest ticket item you have ever marketed or sold before?
See, the highest ticket size I had market in my previous company was about $10,000. It was
Okay.
a corporate product. It was a corporate data research product. It was for the corporate company where you can get the data of 180, 189 plus 180 plus countries data, live data, where you can get unlimited data access and you can get everything like CRM access. You get you get the uh, report, you get the automated report, Excel reports. So you don't have to create anything. So it's a corporate product. So I've sold that. I've
Beautiful.
worked on that. It's a
And how long
10,000
was this access given to them? Was it like a few months or few years or
for
unlimited
1
time?
year. It was 1 year access.
I see. Okay, so it's a $10,000 product that lasts for 1 year. Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah, it's a $10,000. Yeah.
And can they renew it year after year? And do you get commissions or do you get paid the next year again, or is it only on the front
We
end?
have to renew. We have to renew the clients. It's on our renewal. So we have to renew the clients. Whether the renewal we have to upgrade or downgrade, but we have to renew the clients. Some client upgrade because or some clients downgrade as well because they don't think they need that much data. They'll
I see.
satisfied with the life. So they downgrade sometimes, or sometimes if they feel that they need they need this data and this data is quite relevant to them, so they'll upgrade the data or sometimes they downgrade the data as
All
well.
right. Oh, that's beautiful. But the reason I was asking is the main concern I'm asking is, do you only get paid on the very first sale, the first year, or should you, even not be the one who is handling that client next year? Would you
I
still
have
get?
I had a fixed pay. I had a fixed pay of
Oh, so this.
$500.
Uh-huh.
And apart from $500, I had a fixed pay. Apart from $500, if I get the sale, in that sale, I get 8% commission on per sale. I get.
I see.
It's
But
fixed pay
is
as
it
well.
only for the first year, or subsequent years also automatically you will get paid?
No, it's automatically I get paid. Like it's continuing. If the client renew, then I'll get the pay for that
Okay,
as
that's
well.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I'll
That's
get
good.
the recurring pay. I'll get the recurring pay. Or depends if the client, and there's a fixed pay also because I work for the company. So it's a fixed pay as well. And apart from fixed pay, after the conversion, the incentive will be different. Yeah. So it's complete pay I'll get.
Uh, Very good. So when you say you used to work fixed pay and fixed time for the company, was there a certain number of hours and number of days that you were dedicating
Yeah,
to this project?
I work 4 days in a week, and I'll work for 7 hours in a week. Yeah, I'll work 4 days and a 7 hours. But
And
regularly,
was this in the office or remotely?
it's a remotely. It's basically I work
Oh, I
remotely.
see. Oh, I see. I see. So it's not an office-based job that you have had experience in yet.
No, it's remotely because our potential clients are from UK, from Canada, from Australia, from Germany, from Singapore. So it's across the world. So it's we work remotely basically.
Okay, that's beautiful. So you do have experience working in odd hours, because that is the next question that I'm supposed to ask you. Since in our line of business, our clients are also from different countries, so you may have to take
Actually,
calls
we
at.
have a
Uh,
software where we integrate where we can see like the country we can check like in this country what's the timing right now, so we can check and we can call them accordingly through the CRM. We work through CRM, so we can call through the CRM like this is the right time, this is the working hour, so we can call
Perfect.
them
So you're
and if
comfortable with that, right?
yeah, we can WhatsApp and we can talk the clients through the WhatsApp as well. So there is I'm aware of it. Yeah.
Yes, because I'll just to fill you in, a lot of our coaches and mentors and trainers and expert specialists, they are in different countries, different time zones. So if your services are selected by any one or more of them, there may be funny, strange hours that sometimes you would have to help take the calls.
Yeah, I'm absolutely aware, and I'd work with the clients. I'd taken the clients at 12 p.m., 1:30 to 2 p.m. I'm aware of it, and I've done that
Ah,
in the past as well.
okay, that's very good. So now, can I just come back to one example of the pink 90-day, 88-day manifestation program? Because that one, after speaking to you and listening to you, and also hearing some of your natural, instinctive, you can say, interest in terms of Tony Robbins and other speakers like that, this may be something that's very good. The first question is, are you comfortable with marketing such a program that transforms people's lives?
Definitely, I'm very comfortable in marketing because I feel
Oh, that's good.
it's my USP and I'm very comfortable, and it's my personal interest to market, and I feel I don't want to work much on this area because I'm already aware what to say to the clients and what areas
Oh,
have how to pitch for this product. And second thing, I want to know the pay structure. It would be great if I'll know the fixed pay and differ pay structure and incentive structure. That would be great.
okay, just to fill you on that, no problems. Normally, we discuss the pay much later in the calls, depending on which of the coaches select you or which of the projects are selected. But just to give you an overview, we pay up to 100% commission, partially in cash, partially in the cryptocurrencies that is going to be the top 10 trends of the next decade. So I'll just take 30 seconds to give you an overview. And if you have more questions, we'll be more than happy to go into detail into each of these categories. So one of the biggest, because this one is whatever I'm going to share with you, is the top 10 trends of the next decade. If you can market this particular program too, there is a lot of potential. So the first one is what we just spoke about. It's called a soft skills. It is more for the personal development of the person. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the next one
Absolutely.
that I'm going to touch on, because both of them will correlate, and what are the income potentials for you? They range from, like I mentioned, a minimum, a worst case scenario of 5% to 10 to 15 to 20. And on most of the courses that most of our agents are working with, it goes up to even a 50-50 deal, if not 70-30, where
I
we,
just
the
want to
marketing,
I just want to interrupt 1 second.
no
Just make
problems.
me host. Actually, I make you host. Kindly make me the host.
Sorry, no problems. Hold on, please. I wasn't looking at the Zoom screen. Just give me 1 minute, please.
Yeah.
Uh, just give me a minute, please. Um, okay, I think you're the host. No, hold on, please. Yes, you are the host now, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you're the host now. Would you have something to share on your screen, or is just you just want to have this discussion in the verbal form?
No, no, I have to discuss on the verbal form itself. Yeah.
Okay,
You can
no problem. So very good. So I come back to it. Our commissions and our payouts, they are all dependent on, number one, the amount of fees that the students are paying, or the clients are paying, or the you can say the potential customers are paying to us. Number two, the factors depend on the number of hours, the training, or the courses, or the products and the services they sign up for. Obviously, the bigger the cost of that product or service or course or training, the higher the commissions we can also get paid.
Yeah,
And
like
number
if I'm spending my hours, if I'm giving my hours, I need a fixed pay of something because I'm including some hours, right? I'm giving you some time. The most precious thing is the time. If I'm giving some time, I need something fixed because I'm working on it, right? So until and unless it won't, I understand like you'll give me after the conversion, right? But I feel it's important for me if I'll get this if I'll get at least $200 for fixed pay for a month.
Okay, you have to let us know that part, because in this call, I am not the one who will decide what is the payments and the final payments. Those will be in the future calls with both the HR or my mentors. But I'm glad you have mentioned like $200 for a month. But then you have to also mention at the same time how many hours or how many days a week or a month are you willing to dedicate for that?
Sure, I can explain them and I
Because
can
I can forward your whatever you tell us. And anyway, the mentors will be listening to this call for quality assurance purposes, and they will be able to then say, yes, I think based on the way the lady speaks, the lady presents, and the lady's credentials, I think she deserves this much. And I'll be very honest with you, the amount that you are mentioning may not just be the only income you will get, but you will get a lot of overriding, not only on your personal sales, but in the future, should you build a team, you will also get overriding on their team if you are on your team, if you are actually willing to train them, because you're already skilled in a lot of, I can say, team building and management things. Am I right?
right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
but
I
you
can.
need to give us a rough indication. What is your expectation in terms of the salary? But more importantly, in return for that, how many hours or how many days can you dedicate, please?
Yeah, yeah. I can work. I can dedicate 4 days in a week, and I can dedicate 2 hours in a day. So it would be
Oh,
like, yeah, it would be like 2 hours into four. I even thinking I can do the
okay.
calculation. Yeah.
So you're basically saying it's 8 hours a week. Did I understand that correctly?
1 second. 2 hours into four. Yeah. If I can work like 5 hours in a into 6 days, then yeah, I can do 1 second. 1 second.
No problem. Stick your time. Because whatever you suggest, I'm just supposed to forward the same
Yeah,
request to
yeah, yeah.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
I can work for 5 days in a week, and I can work for 2 hours. It would be like 10 hours in a day, in a week. I can work. Yeah.
beautiful. Are we speaking about 5 days, Monday to Friday, or are you talking about Saturday, Sunday, or is it any 5 days out of 7 days?
It's a 5 days like Monday to Friday.
I see. So you're basically working on the 5 weekdays and not able to join us on weekends, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, the reason I ask is because most of our target market, the clients, potentially they are free on weekends, but never mind. I will still forward
Can
that
work
what you
on
have
weekend
proposed.
as well. If
Sorry?
see, I can work week. I can work on weekend as well. If the if the skill demand me to work on weekends, then I can work on weekend as well. No worries. But
Okay,
like days in a week, that's a particular target for me.
okay.
It's not on weekdays or weekends. I'll work according to the demand. I'll work, but I'll work 5 days. Yeah, that's my suitability. Yeah.
I see. So basically, that's good. That's good. And don't worry, should you dedicate some of the weekends, don't worry, the weekdays, you can take them as your off days and relax and recuperate and recover. That's not a problem. We don't want 7 days a week anyone to get tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. I got your
Okay, so
point.
basically, do I understand correctly what you're asking is about $200 per month based on the idea that hopefully it's only weekdays, 5 days, and 2 hours every day is something you can dedicate comfortably. However, if the need comes in because most of the clients are free on weekends, you are still able to. I mean, come on the weekends, but maybe we'll have to give you the replacement weekdays off. Did I understand that as a good summary?
Yeah, but I just conclude that 5 days I can work. It would be a weekend. It would be a weekdays. I can work with that I can do the flexible work, but it
Okay,
would be 5 days. Just consider that. Don't take it
okay.
weekends or weekdays. I'll work in a 5 days. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect because we need that flexibility just to let you know in the training and the consulting
I'll be
business.
allowed to work according to the requirements. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
it's the clients. You know what I mean? It's the clients that
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
sometimes.
Don't worry about that.
I,
I'll
I,
work.
I apologize for that little bit of weekend
No
problem. But
worries.
anyway,
No worries.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you have said it. Now, let me put it this way to you. In addition to this request that you have given, I will forward it. But what we will always do is we will always under promise and over deliver, which means at the end of the month, you will actually do a calculation and say, wow, I actually only worked 5 days in the week and I got much more than 200 in the month, for example, after 4 weeks of work. And I didn't even have to do a weekend this time. And that could be the good news because we will make sure that whatever the overridings you get, whether it's from personal sales or sales of your team that you help to build if you want to, that will also add up to maybe even doubling or tripling or even going up to 5-10 times that whatever expectations you have. So you wouldn't mind, right, if you are earning, like, let's say $1,000 instead of just the $200, right? Hello, I think I can't hear you. You're
One
muted.
second. Actually, I was busy. 1 second. 1 second. Just give me 2 minutes. Is that okay for you? Actually, someone
Yes,
is
no
there.
problems. No
Yeah.
problems. No problems. For those of you who are listening in while she joins us back on this call, um, I just want to update that the information that I've shared with her is based on the PINK project, what we call the 88 days or 90 days manifesting breakthrough. And when she comes back, of course, she can share more about the next part of the interview, where we want to find out what kind of target marketing and the kind of right approach that we should take, and what ideas she has on making sure that we reach out to the target market that we are looking at. And if it's to do with the top 10 trends of the next decade, we snooze, we lose. For those of you who are not familiar, while she's coming back on the call, those are areas like artificial intelligence, talking about blockchain technologies, the future of money, say about cryptocurrency assets, to also big data, DeFi, which is known as decentralized finance, and going into very important things like some of you may have heard of digital commerce, or people call it e-commerce, and also direct selling and digital marketing. And digital marketing includes affiliate marketing programs that a lot of you who have signed up as what we call students initially are now affiliates with us, who are able to market this to also earn a good income for yourself and your family. And those are the kind of programs that we are talking about, the top 10 trends of the next decade. And included in that program would be also things like fintech, including things like the other global trends that are coming up in the world in the next few years. And most importantly, if we look at, we also talk about a lot of governmental policies that are changing the total landscape. Because before
Hello?
COVID-19, hi, welcome back. Just give me one
Yeah,
second to
actually, your
conclude.
voice is not audible. 1 second.
Yeah, just give
Clearly.
me 1 second to conclude the last sentence, and then we'll
Hello?
come back. Hi, can you hear me now? Yes, welcome
Yeah, I
back.
can hear you, but it's bit low. 1 second.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. In case you can hear me, that's very good. But let me conclude, and then we'll get back to the interview process. Basically, if you have seen the changes that has happened in the COVID-19 era, the time before and the time after, there is a lot of change in the way the world is operating, and the way governments shut down the schools in a lot of countries for up to 2 years and more. And there was a lot of work from home that was going on during the COVID-19. So for that little interim period while we are waiting for her to come back on the call, I just want to suggest that the world is changing, and today we are using what's called the smartphone technologies, to use smart technologies and smart ways to make lots of money in the upcoming decade. And that's why the project is called You Snooze, You Lose, which means if we don't catch up with these technologies and upgrade our skills, for that we may need to unlearn a lot of things that we have learned before. We may need to relearn a lot of new technologies, but don't worry, we will be there hand holding you, and we will be helping you develop all this. So while we're waiting for her to get back on the call, if any one of you has any other questions, feel free to put it in the chat, or to basically send us a personal message in any of the channels, especially those wonderful people who introduced you to this video. They will be more than happy to help you understand what your needs are, and then basically from there we can actually dedicate, which are the right programs out of the 3,000 options that we have, that can help you reach your individual goals sooner than later. Can you hear me, everyone out there? Hi, I think some of you are muted right now. I don't know whether you can hear me now. It's okay. If you're muted, you can just type in the chat, and that's also okay. I will help you from there. And when you are ready and you're able to continue the conversation, please do unmute, and we will continue from there. Can you hear me there? Beautiful. Okay. If you can hear me, that's wonderful. So I come back to the most important part. Today, one of the biggest projects that we are having, it is in the line with the 88 days or 90 days total manifestation breakthroughs that we can help you achieve. Now, This program basically focuses on all areas of your life, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, psychological, spiritual, financial, sexual, or any other areas of your life. Whatever the challenges you're facing in these areas, we will not only help you overcome these challenges, but more importantly, you will be able to bring yourself and your life to the next level. And as we started this call, if you remember, she was speaking a lot about financial challenges, which is very true. A lot of people during this COVID era and after the COVID era, they have gone through a lot of challenges in terms of getting good employability, in terms of getting good jobs, and some of the businesses that were the brick and mortar kind of business in the pre-COVID era, they have actually now, maybe lost their relevance in the new economy that has been created. So for those of you who are listening to this recording later on, if you have such challenges, whether it's in terms of your career, your business, or whether it's in terms of wanting to start an alternative second source of income to support the rising cost of living that is going up all over the world, do get back to the person who introduced this video to you, and they will be more than happy, because we want to say that it is usually you can say fear within our minds that stops us from going ahead and starting new opportunities and having good opportunities come our way and us taking advantage. So the first thing that we'll focus on is not only the mindset paradigms changing within ourselves, but the very important thing that we will focus on is to remove all your fears. And once you remove all the fears, we have had a lot of good testimonies from a lot of good people, which I'll share with you in the next future calls, that these people have not only manifested whatever they wanted to manifest, and it goes on to a very high ticket items like having a home, having condominiums, having a new, you can say a car for that matter, or some of them, they have got bigger goals like I need to settle down in my life, I want to marry, I want to have the right kind of person being attracted into my life. But for that too, again, I need lots of money. So basically, two of their areas of their lives will